Let's hope that Kelly doesn't get arrested.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's a trick.
Well, I'll tell you what, Australia is getting closer every single day. Oh my gosh, there's just still so much that we just want to see and that we want to do. So over the next, 4 or 5 weeks, we have packed in quite a lot of adventure in the Northland area. Come along and join this with us. So have just found out that there's an infestation of these sea lice or larvae, which is from the jellyfish. They swim in the sea when it's particularly warm, the weather, when it warms up, they're in there. And she said there's no point washing yourself off afterwards because you've already been stuck. But she's very knowledgeable and very helpful, and Kelly was very helpful doing her homework as well. So what it is that if I get stung by sandfly, midgie, mosquito, what else is there? Bumblebee, stinging nettle, or from anything in the sea. These are the recommended ones for me to use. There is one which is a steroid. So the steroid, I won't use that very often because gradually over time it thins the skin. And I probably will be using it all the time, of course. So where am I going to stick it first? What do you reckon? On my breast or on my cheeky or on the back of my leg? I don't know.
Oh, she said you could always wear a rash suit. Louis would love that. She said it's mainly the north. What'd she say?
West side. It's the
east side beaches.
Yes.
So she said you could go to the west side beaches. They're always a bit rougher, aren't they? The west coast ones. The east coast ones are like gentle and warm, just like an island.
Well, that's probably why those little jellyfish and little larvae and everything that they can breed, because it's lovely and warm, like little Nemo fish love, love the warmth and everything, whereas in this one here likes the cold.
Parked up for the night. We're in Parry Kauri Park. You're only allowed 3 people here at a time, so we're the second ones in. They've got a museum over there. Quite expensive to get in. They've got some walks, so I'm going to look that up too. Big piece of kauri over here, which I'll show you. It's the same weight as I see. And Louis would like to tell you about another kauri tree.
It's called the McKinney kauri.
How old did you say it was? I'm going to have to go back, it's so big. 800 years old. Almost 8 metres tall.
Yeah, we have seen this before, but we've never had to do it. Brush. Inspect. Disinfect. Oh, Jesus! Oh, it looks very old-fashioned, that stuff, doesn't it?
When I wipe my legs, what is it?
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice up your legs. Happy, everybody?
We're happy. You won't be in a minute. If you put one at the front and one at the back, it might, because it squirts out the front and the back. Oh, yeah, sideways. That's a good idea.
Well, I was thinking, I guess it's because some people have big shoes. Okay, here goes. 1, 2. Oh, right up in between my legs. Oh, that's really yuck. Right up to here. Well, back of my legs. I've just...
Hey, that might help for your itchy parts.
I don't know if I can taste it in my mouth, that stuff. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to say that I did actually myself have a very good sleep last night because that gel that was on the insects was really lovely, and we just had a lovely cool breeze coming through. It was very peaceful, very quiet. We're in a location, of course, because there's a museum next door to us, and people are coming and going as they please. We're very excited to be going to another dock site. It's called Trounson Kauri Park Campground, and apparently they have lots of kiwis there.
sit here quiet. So we brought our seats with us. Did you see that massive snail we sat down next to? We look like there was a lady walking around with a white light. And we said you have to have a red light. And then of course she couldn't see because she didn't have a torch, she came unprepared. And so we kept trying to catch her up to somebody else. But she wouldn't leave us. And it kept giving me a fright because she had no torch. And I'd turn around and there'd be someone standing right there. Really weird. She's probably right behind you. Yeah, and I'll turn around and go. We're not going to see a kiwi, we don't think.
Last night after we had a wee wander around looking for kiwis, we came across everything else, as you know. That technique works quite well when they're tiny. So last night wasn't good for me. We swapped sides of the bed. I slept over by the windows. I thought that would be better because of the cool air which comes in, both wee windows at the back. And I turned the other fans off because the humidity wasn't too bad. And I started off having a really good sleep. And then I had these little tiny dots. I was dreaming that I had like dust mites or something on me. And it woke me up. And of course I'm flapping and going like this and waking Kelly up. And couldn't go back to sleep. So it's been a number of nights. In fact, it's been since we've been here that I haven't been sleeping properly because of the insects coming in. Just can't keep them out. I was watching Eamon and Bex. Well, we both were latest video, how they're getting another RV. They've been our idols, one of our idols, along with Snow and Kurt from the very beginning. And both of them tend to make me cry. And Beck made me cry this morning. And I thought, why am I crying? Because I feel that we're at a turning point as well. But when you don't have when you have a lack of sleep for 4 or 5 days, when you're not having your cold dips in the sea and the lakes and everything, you're not being yourself. Tell you what, I haven't been having those, and they've been really affecting me by not having a cold. I'm a true alpine Kiwi girl. So what do? Do I still want to travel? Do I want to travel around the world and everything? Hell yes, I do. So I can sort these insects and midges and mites and blue bottles and larvae and whatever else is out there. I can sort them out. But as long as I've had enough sleep and I've got water, that's all I need. Well, I do need Kelly, because I tell you what, she's an incredible support. She's a very unique type of person, and wasn't I lucky to meet her? I don't think there's anybody else quite like her. I'm not an easy person to be living with, travelling with. Right, I see she's finished the vacuuming. Kelly's driven us in here. She's good driving. Tell you what, she's made me feel $1 million again from how I was feeling earlier. So isn't this very interesting? Come and have a read of this sign. Sudden drop, the darker the water, it's 30 metres deep. You're less buoyant in lake water than sea water. Supervise children. Does that mean supervise me?
Call your friends and make a plan. Let's have ourselves a date. No promises or consequence. We have no time to waste. We go from London to Paris, city to state. Drive 100 miles an hour, staying out too late. Living life as a nomad, take it day by day. Cause there's no one to tell us what to do. I want the sunny days to shine a light on me. Can't let them go to waste. They feel so far away when all the sky is gray. I miss the sunny days. Full speed ahead,
baby.
Let time show you the way. Don't complicate or hesitate. Enjoy your sunny day. We go from London to Paris, city to state. Drive 100 miles an hour, staying out too late. Living life as a nomad, take it day by day. Cause there's no one to tell us what to do. I want us.
Often when you're driving somewhere and you see something, you can't pull over. There's just, you're going too fast, so there's nowhere to pull over. We're on the back roads of nowhere and we saw the cutest turkeys and we can pull over, can't we?
I hope they're still there. Here with us talking. Oh, cute turkeys. Oh, look at that. Gosh, they're big birds, aren't they? What are they looking to eat? What sort of those ones? Pellet eggs.
What are they?
Pretty good with their information, aren't they?
We're getting used to these foot things.
Well, it just makes you wonder what it is.
It's probably Genola. Jesus, what the hell's that? God, that made me stop. Oh, is that to dry it off your feet? Oh, we haven't had one of those before.
No.
That almost made me think it was a trapdoor.
That's fun. Well, we've arrived here and so has the rain, and it's quite torrential, but that's okay. We are in what you call sort of really a rainforest. It's absolutely beautiful.
Why has nobody else got umbrellas? It's weird. It's like absolutely torrential and they're the only ones with umbrellas.
I have to say that if you're not from New Zealand, and even if you are from New Zealand, you have to come in here for the experience. It's quite overwhelming. Wow.
That's what you call a tree. Heck, look at that.
Oh my gosh, it's not even showing you exactly what it actually looks like. Oh my god.
There's no point having the umbrellas because when you look up, you get wet anyway.
Yeah.
Rain is life.
He's a monster. He's a monster.
Who says it's a he?
Tāne.
Oh boy, of course. We are Kiwis.
And how old is he?
Approximately 2,500 years.
2,500.
He has over 105 different species of plant growing in the canopy.
Oh wow,
He's
that's
got
so
at least
lovely.
6 fully grown trees, or mature trees. He's got a tōtara coming up to 200 years. He's got,
Growing up there.
up the top. He's got a mini rata between 100 and 150 years. He's got at least 4 mature Kauri trees.
So he's already got a rainforest up there.
Yeah, we get a lot of wood pigeons, tuis.
Oh, tuis as well.
The contit, we get the
Oh, really?
fantails.
So any townships, petrol stations,
No.
horse nothing else up there? No, okay.
Are you a protector of this beautiful area?
Just you're here at the moment. So it doesn't
Oh,
go
have you
fizzing.
met me before?
Every window,
You think he's hilarious? I know.
cabinet, bit of furniture.
I love it. He's talking a bit of real estate as well. He's quite a character. And very knowledgeable, isn't he?
Far too long for them to grow.
Very knowledgeable.
The pine trees that they mill these days, they cut down between 22 and 28 years old.
No money to buy that tree.
That's that big for a carriage.
Exactly. Nothing to buy that tree. It's protected and it belongs here and it's going to be here for many thousands of years, I'd say.
That was amazing. You almost couldn't believe your eyes when you walked in. It's just, whoa, Tāne Mahuta is just massive. 2,500 years old. Unbelievable. And the chappie was telling us that the branch that snapped off, it looks like it's just snapped off. It actually was back in the 60s during
1968.
68, the same day as the Wahine disaster. That storm caused that branch to break off. And also he was telling us the kauri gum, it forms a layer over the top, and down between the two gum nodules is where there's like a massive like dip, and that's full of water, enough water to fill a household swimming pool.
Yes.
Yeah. And the kauri gum sits on top, forms a layer, a little maybe 10 centimetres, and that's what everything sits on so that the tree doesn't rot. Interesting. Right. Brush and squirt. I need to know your name so I can tell on you.
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
Yeah.
You're
Can you get this as well in the shop? There was no water allowed.
She wasn't drinking it, she was just carrying it.
Walk.
Oh, I saw that about the food. I saw that. Oh,
Louis, I just want to say your presentation was
Terrible.
no.
no, it was brilliant.
It made you want to stand there and listen. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't anything. It was really good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You speak from the heart, which
Yeah.
has meant a lot to us, actually.
Right, I'm not even joking. This just happened. We put $50 of fuel in, and then the machine just wouldn't pump anymore. And apparently it's because I didn't push fill. But anyway, there must have been a limit. So I went inside and I came back out. I went inside and he goes, "Oh, just start filling again. Just start filling." I was like, good as gold. So I started filling. Another $97. So 97.50 is 147. Anyway, I went in there with my Z rewards and everything. And I said, "It's the 97 plus the 50. He goes, "Nah, don't worry about it." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, the 50 was free." I was like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yep." Didn't even know about it. I was like, "Okay." Okay. Has that ever happened in your entire life? Why is the car not starting?
I got the keys somewhere up in the middle, up the back there. All I can think of is let's hope that Kelly doesn't get arrested.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's a trick.
Or maybe, the two of us don't get arrested. Oh, heck.
I just have to tell you something funny. The choppers were out last night. Sounded like they were looking for someone, and we were saying, "Oh, I hope they're not looking for me," because of our petrol station drive-by.
I think maybe we shouldn't talk about that too much, actually, on camera to you all.
Well, we're not telling you where we are. We don't want to get the chap into trouble. We are in a very small town, and we have been noticed. So if they were looking for us, they would know where we were.
That's pretty tasty, doesn't it, with that chicken? Did you explain to everybody about the chicken?
Buy a whole chicken. They're easy to skin. Cut them up. You get so much more.
Panic in here. How are we going to get it out? It's alright. We're going to let you out. Yes, you'll be wondering what Kelly's doing. She's drying off the umbrellas because it felt like we had a leak last night. And this is what you do in van life sometimes, is do these unusual things to get things dry and get things sorted. She doesn't know that she's on camera.
But they're like, they're almost like fly swats. I wonder if they're keeping the birds off the power lines. We're quite excited. This is the Ratia Northside camping area, and it looks really lovely. Honestly, I turned my back for 2 seconds. We only just got here. We were looking for a spot, and I'm yelling out, and I can't hear anything.
It flows fast. Let me tell you, that was good. Getting in that water. Yep. All a bit wet. Haven't got a towel, you see. Just throw your clothes back on again, even though you're all wet. Loved it. I just said to her, don't worry, you still are a Kiwi. Even though we adopted you from Germany, you are, to the core, you still are a Kiwi. You still are a New Zealander. And you're going to keep your registration plates. You're going to keep your sold on adventure. So don't worry about that. She's quite happy because she was a wee bit worried that she had to become an Australian resident. Nothing against being Australian, but I don't know, we all want to have something where we feel that's where we started from. Oh God, now I've stood on the peg. Thank God I've got sandals on.
You just stood all over the mat in your shoes. Thank
I
you.
know, because I hadn't had them. I've had it all nicely set up.
There we go. Breakfast in the garden this morning.
That's a pretty good sort of setup for breakfast. those little black gnat things which don't bite. They're so annoying. It's pretty good, isn't it?
This isn't bad at all. I don't know if you can see, but the river's a lot higher today. Has it got a white bottom, or is it?
Kind of cute. Happy birthday. Just little wee treats here and there. This bird was driving me crazy with all its funny noise that it was making. Anyway, I couldn't work out what it was. I was looking here. I was tippy-toeing. I was trying to get closer and closer to it. It was a pheasant, is what it's called.
It's not a bad little setup, is it?
Pretty good little setup, all right. Got our own little tables. It's very, very hot here. I've got a wet scarf for you to put around your neck if you want one.
Oh, thank you.
When you're ready.
Perfect. Thanks. That was so much fun. I actually wasn't even going to go snorkeling. I didn't want to get my eye makeup ruined. We saw so much. I saw this tiny little shrimp. I thought, oh my god, a shrimp. And then after a while, they got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And they were actually biting us. They kept biting us on our bottoms and on your arms. They crawl all up your arms and everything. And Louis opened an oyster, and the fish came out and the shrimps came out to eat it. That was fun. So if you ever think to yourself, oh, will I get in? Will I do it? Should I do it? Just do it, because it's been really good here. I'm really enjoying it.
And I got the bigger fish came in as well. And then of course there were all the, they're like cockabullies, but they were quite big. And they really just get in there and they'd rip the meat out. But then they're all up like this, getting in there.
And we had
so many.
more fun just around these little rock bits. You don't have to go out far. And
No, you don't have to be a swimmer.
you don't have to get your makeup ruined. See?
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to that coffee.
Oh yeah, coffee time, we've forgotten. That'll do. Perfect. Well, we've made it. Now we just need to fashion up a surfboard out of something.
Yeah, you got to get up there first, don't you?
You're pretty good at this game, so I'd like to see what creativeness. Maybe we should come up with something each and see whose device works best. I think I've actually won this one before we've started. I'm going with the lightweight cushion, perfect body proportion.
Oh, you're planning on going down on your back or something, are you?
Forward.
Forwards?
Yeah.
What, with your hat and glasses on? Oh gosh, I think I'll be down the bottom filming for us all.
And for slickness, I'm thinking body bag.
Ah, yes.
Over the top.
Body bag. That's exactly what they were, everybody.
I think we could try just going up a little bit and just doing a little bit at a time.
It's probably picking up a bit of speed. But yeah.
Let's see what
Should
we
have
come
a
up
coffee
with.
first? No, I don't feel like chocolate. I've gone off chocolate a little bit, I might tell you, since we've been up here, smelling the fresh air and the beautiful, feeling the warmth and the sea and the, it's just the air. There's just something about it up here. They say it's a very, very spiritual place up here. And we met a mother and her daughter saying that we're going to be quite over. Just actually talking to them was interesting because they gave me goosebumps out in the hottest of hot sun. Tell you what, talking to them, and how can you get goosebumps? Anyway, I did. So here we are. Spiritual place. Surfing.
Seem to have misplaced the drone. Says it's coming home. Let's hope. I can hear it. Very red, isn't it?
Yep. Whoa. It's slippery. I'm going to have my shoes on this little.
Almost like volcanic.
The water we've got on our feet's going to go all sloggy on the sand climbing up.
Listen to it bubbling.
Yeah.
Okay, so wet shoes, the brakes, you put your foot down like that to slow yourself down, I reckon.
Okay, like and subscribe if you like Kelly's cushion idea. I don't know how well Icy would fit around here. She's a bit wider. You're going to have my full weight lifting you. Hold on, wait a minute, I'll say on 3.
Am I ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh, good job.
Didn't Auntie Sylvia, you got to drop your weight.
We love that about Auntie Sylvia from when she met my Uncle Brian, how she said in judo, how she was always taught about dropping down, and it's helped her one day because she had her handbag, and she said, I just put my full body weight into it and dropped to the ground. And she said, did I get my bag? No.
A hell of a lot of talking going on.
She's off. She's expecting me to get on the back of that one.
I'm not getting anywhere.
Oh, you are? You look like you are. It's very steep.
That's an epic fail. Okay, maybe I wasn't steep enough.
I think this is hilarious. Oh, yep, no, she's moving. Yay!
Okay, horror sandboard. This is working.
Seems like it's a good workout for somebody who's fit.
Do you want to have a go?
Well, with a little you're a lot lighter than me. If you can't get it going, you can only try. Okay, I'm going to try it just with the bag.
Okay.
Oh, I like it that it's a bit of exercise. There you go. Take your brilliant idea. There you go.
Even though it looks steep, you actually need the angle, I think.
Thank you. Good advice. Oh, hell, it is steep, isn't it?
Do you want to just try it halfway so you build up your confidence?
It is very steep, everybody. It doesn't look it, but it actually is. It's a way to do it. It's windy.
It ain't this way.
Is it, what if it was not that slidey thing? Maybe it's not. No, I can't see it being that. It needs to be some sort of slippery board.
For my next attempt, I'm going to remove the plastic bag and try it just with this.
You look like one of those cute little wee bloomin' like pieces of bacon that we used to do when we were kids. Oh, there she comes.
Whew. Definitely get yourself a sandboard. Don't be a cheapskate.
Do you want to go and get one?
No, that's okay.
As well. They're probably about $12 or $15. Well, that's probably for an afternoon. And we'd probably only be doing it for 10 minutes, probably.
How about we just go for a wee wander up there?
Okay.
I'll just leave this down the bottom. I'm just gonna...
What about our water?
probably like an actual desert. When you get to the top, there's probably another dune. I find the foot out technique works.
It seems a wee bit firmer as you get up higher.
I think it's the technique of rolling down.
But then you can't quite see, can you, rolling down, where you're going to end up. Just keep going and going. And should I say going and going? You know, it just doesn't look steep and it doesn't look like it's going to take that long to get there, but it's quite different than you realise.
It looks like they're getting ready to sandboard down.
Really good birthday, thank you very much.
We share birthdays, so we get 2 birthdays each a year.
I tell you, it's a great life. It can be pretty hard going sometimes, but it's just incredible. This is all just the very start of it. It's kind of scary, the thinking and the preparing mentally of what we're going to be doing, that we're picking ourselves up, including Icy, and we're taking off overseas. It's all taken a lot of time and energy and huge planning to getting ourselves to this point. Needed to get onto it. As we get older, you really want to be able to do this while you still can.
Oh, that's cold. Tell you what, the fun's not over yet today. We've still got another stop on the Northland birthday tour. Any guesses what it is?
And I am going to wrap this video up now, and we will see you at the next one. Hope you're all taking care of yourselves. Love you all, and thank you so much for all your support. It helps a lot. We love you, and thank you.